Kia dropped an updated Kia K5, so let's get right into it. Starting from the front, Kia updated the LED daytime running lights. They retained their amber color, but what they did here was sort of extend it down into the bumper a little bit. The tiger nose grille, or whatever they're still calling it, has this new honeycomb pattern, which just freshens up the look a bit in my opinion. Below that, they have a refreshed intake openings. Lower trim gains a darker air opening, while the GT has more of this shark fin, shark teeth look, which I kind of like. Moving to the side, it's the same as the outgoing model. The GT trim adds these nice green brake calipers. The rear has these new taillights. I'm not sure I like the look of this teardrop sort of look. I think it would look better if it was just the light bar itself. The lower bumper gets this new look when compared to the older model. All trims except for the GT get new dual mufflers with a lower dark bumper. The GT gets a satin trim and it adds quad tips to the exhaust for this nice sporty look, which I like. In terms of wheel designs, the base model gets 16 inches. The EX and the GT line have 18 inches with their own unique designs. And the GT has 19-inch wheels wrapped in 245 by 40R-19 Pirelli P0 Sport tires. If you opt for the GT1 package, you'll get 19-inch gloss black wheels. Moving on to the tier, you get a few changes here to the general dash design. It looks the same except for different trim pieces. The previous design had more of this faux wood look, while the GT trim specifically, at least the one we're looking at, has more of this sporty look that they're trying to go for here. It's modernized with these new dual 12.3-inch screens. Last gen Optima didn't have a digital gauge cluster, so this is going to be all new here. And the singular glass panel housing both of the screens just eliminates some of the bezel, which was a little bit unattractive in the outgoing model, and just makes this look a lot more fresh. The infotainment's going to get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is standard across the lineup. Also, the system is supposed to process a little bit faster and have better visual quality as well. One thing I'm noticing is that they sort of rearranged the buttons for the HVAC system. What they did seems to be integrating it with the audio system, and it's a sort of touchscreen that you can swipe to change the function of the system. Personally, I like having both the audio and the climate control separately, but it is what it is. In addition, the USB hub in the middle is also redesigned, along with larger cup holders and a new wireless charging pad as well. In all, the tier looks largely the same as the outgoing model, except for these green accents around it, which are clearly inspired by the Kia EV6. Some changes were made under the hood for the K5. Gone is the 1.6-liter turbo, and what replaces it is the 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, making 191 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. The horsepower is up 11, but the torque is down by 14. We saw Hyundai do the same thing with the Hyundai Sonata, where they dropped the 1.6-liter turbo from the lineup. The 2.5 makes similar power, but the fuel efficiency is slightly better than the 1.6. Also, reliability is likely improved from this choice too, so I guess it's a small win for the Kia K5. As you can guess, the GT still exists, and this will produce 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. It's the same as the outgoing model, but in all, I'm glad to see that these sporty economy sedans still exist. That said, they didn't add an eLSD or all-wheel drive for this vehicle, so when you do put your foot on the gas, I expect wheel spin galore. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder will have an 8-speed automatic transmission, while the 2.5-liter turbo will have an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. Kia has improved the safety of the K5 with more standard features, such as the Fusion type smart cruise control with stop and go with forward collision avoidance. This also incorporates junction turning with cyclist attention as well. You also get park distance warning for forward and rear, and also post the other standard safety features on the screen as well. Kia has also made some edits to the trim packaging as well. So for the GT line, that had a premium package before, but what they did here was add a 12-speaker Bose audio system in addition to the panoramic sunroof, the LED interior lighting as well. If you move up to the GT trim, they had a GT1 package that was on the previous model as before, but this receives more feature in addition to the existing package, such as the digital key, blind spot view monitor, which is basically a camera system that allows you to see what's in your mirror through the camera. Think of Honda Lane Watch but for both mirrors. Park distance warning, 19-inch gloss alloy wheels, a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, Otherwise, that gauge cluster is only going to be available for the EX trim. Speaking of the EX trim, that also gets a better feature set, including the Bose premium audio system, as I said before, active sound design, 12-way power driver seats, which includes 2-way lumbar support, digital key, a heated steering wheel, and power folding mirrors with integrated LED turn signals. So that's it for the Kia K5. I'll make an updated video once pricing comes out, but you can look at all the options and the features and Kia's news site, which I've linked down below in the description. So in all, tell me what you think down below in the comments, which is right below the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.